Welcome to all. Next, coming to the third problem on EOQ. A certain item costs rupees 235 per ton. So, cost value of each item is given as 235. First of all, write down the given data. A certain item costs rupees 235 per ton. That means, with the help of symbols, you can write C. Capital C means cost per each unit, rupees 235 per ton. Next, the monthly requirement is 5 tons. Monthly requirement is given. Monthly requirement or monthly demand. Let us assume small d, monthly requirement. Small d is equal to 5 tons. So, first of all, we have to calculate annual demand. Annual means per year. Annual demand is represented by the symbol capital D is equal to monthly requirement is 5 tons. Annual demand for is equal to, that means per year. How much? 5 into 12, 5 12s, 60. 60 tons. Annual requirement is 60 tons. Okay. Next, read some more information. Each time the stock is replenished. What is the meaning of that sentence? Once the stock is 0 means again we have to place an order for the item. So each time how much cost we are spending, that means ordering cost is given as C0. C0 is nothing but the ordering cost. That is 1000 rupees. 1000 rupees in each order. Order cost is same in every order. Next sentence, the cost of carrying inventory has been estimated at 10% of the value of the stock per year. That means carrying cost represented in percentage value is given as 10%. 10% means 10 by 100, that is equal to 0.1. Okay, I value is given. Next, what he is asking, what is the optimum order quantity? Optimum order quantity is nothing but the EOQ, economic ordering quantity. We know the formula. We know that optimum order quantity or EOQ is equal to square root of 2 into D into C0. We know the formula. Q is equal to 2 into D into C0 divided by CC. This is the formula. So in this equation, we know the D value, we know the C0 value, we don't know the CC value. How to calculate CC? CC means carrying cost per unit per year. Blindly you can remember one formula, that is C into I. C into I, where I is carrying cost represented in percentage. Therefore, we know the C value, that is 235 into I means 0.1. Therefore, it becomes 23.5. This is expressed in rupees per unit per year. This is the carrying cost. So substitute all these values in equation Q. You will get 71 point. After substitution of all these values, we will get 71.46 units. Items. This is the optimum ordering quantity. Answer is 71.46. Welcome to all. Next, coming to the fourth problem. This is the problem on EOQ model. First, read the given problem. A purchase manager places order for an item in lot of 500 numbers of item. From this statement, we can observe that a purchase manager places an order for the material. That means symbolically I am writing it as Q. Q is the quantity ordered. Randomly he is making orders. This is given data. Put heading given data. Q is equal to 500 items. This is not economical ordering quantity. When this is the first case, case A. What is the first case? When EOQ, that means economic ordering quantity, is not followed. When EOQ is not followed, what is the total cost? We have to find out what is the total cost. Total cost, what is the formula? Total cost is equal to, everybody knows that, C into D. It is nothing but the total material cost in a year. Next, carrying cost, Q by 2 into CC plus D by Q into C naught. D by Q into C naught. This is nothing but the ordering cost. This is nothing but the carrying cost. This is the total material cost. This is the total cost. Next, some more information you can read and write the given data. Inventory carrying costs are 40% of the unit cost. That means I value is given as 40%. Percentage means it is nothing but the I value. 40% means 40 by 100 is equal to 0.4. I value is given. Next, which is 50 rupees per item. That means cost per unit is 50 per unit. Okay. Next, its ordering cost is 600 rupees per order. That means C naught. As per notations, C naught is equal to 600 rupees. Rupees 600 in each order. Okay. And the annual demand for the item is estimated at 1000 units. Annual demand, already given symbols. Capital D is nothing but the annual demand. Annual means per year. So that value is 1000 units per year. Okay. Next, what is the question? Find out the loss incurred by the company for not following the scientific inventory policy. From this question, we can observe that there are two cases. First case is when the EOQ is not followed. What is the total cost involved? What is the total cost involved? Total cost is equal to total material cost plus total carrying cost plus total ordering cost. Therefore, we know the value of C. What is this? 50. 50 into D means 1000 plus Q by 2. Here in first case Q value is 500 units. Some quantity. But this is not optimum order quantity. So Q by 2 into CC. How to calculate CC? CC is equal to C into I. C means cost per unit 50 into I means 0.4. 50 into 0.4 means 4 by 10. 0 0 cancelled. So 5 fours 20 rupees per unit per year. This is the CC. 20 plus total ordering cost D by Q 1000 divided by 500 పెన్నులు అయిపోయినాయి ఏం రైట్లా పెన్నులు అయిపోయినాయి రైట్లా CC is equal to 20 rupees per unit per year. So C is equal to 50 rupees. C into D. D is equal to 1000 plus Q by 2 means 500 divided by 2 into CC means 20 rupees per unit per year plus D by Q into CNS. Just we have substituted all the values. Then we will get, it becomes 56,200 rupees. When EOQ is not followed, what is the total cost? The total cost is 56,200 in case A. In the second case, that means case B. Case B, when EOQ is followed, when EOQ is followed. So first calculate EOQ. Let us assume EOQ is denoted by another symbol Q star. Star indicates optimum ordering quantity. We know the formula. That is blind formula, 2 into D into C naught divided by C into I. C into I is nothing but the CC. This is under square root. This is the formula. Now you can substitute all the values. All values you know. This Q becomes 245 units. 245 units. Therefore, economic ordering quantity is equal to 245 units. 245 units. So at this quantity, that means at this Q star, again calculate total cost. Total cost by using previous formula. Total cost so in case B, total cost may be TC dash. Earlier TC, now TC dash is equal to, what is formula? Total material cost, that is equal to C into D plus Q star divided by 2 into CC plus D by Q star into C naught. So this is the formula. Simply you can substitute all the given values. Where is the difference? In place of Q, we have substituted Q dash. Q dash is nothing but the EOQ. So finally, this value becomes this total cost under EOQ is 54,898.98. Therefore, in earlier case, that means when EOQ is not followed, in that case, total cost is 56,000, more value. Now, in case of EOQ, total cost is reduced, that is 54. Therefore, the company should make some loss. What is the loss? Therefore, write one sentence. Loss incurred by the company for not following the EOQ policy is equal to TC minus TC dash. TC minus TC dash. Loss is equal to TC minus TC dash. approximately 1301 rupees becomes 1301. This is the answer. 1301 is the answer. Finally, loss incurred by the company is 1301 rupees. Next, coming to the fifth problem. First, to read the given question. A manufacturing company has determined from an analysis of its accounting and production data for a certain part that its demand is 9,000 units per annum. 9,000 units per annum and is uniformly distributed over the year. So from this sentence we can observe that annual demand value is given. First write down the given data. Given annual demand capital D is equal to 9,000 units per year. Annual means year. Okay. Next, read some more information. Next sentence is its cost price is 2 rupees per unit. Cost price is given. Capital C, 2 rupees per unit. 2 rupees per unit. Next, its ordering cost is 40 rupees per order, means CO is equal to 40 per order. Next, the inventory carrying charge is 9% of the inventory value, that means stock value. Therefore, simply you can assume I value is given as 9%. 9% means 9 by 100, 0.09. I value is given. Next, further, it is known that the lead time is uniform and equal 8 working days. That means this is a new term to you, lead time. Shortcut, I can call it as LT. LT means lead time. How much lead time? 8 working days. 8 days. After, what is the meaning of lead time? Lead time is the time gap between placing of an order and receiving of an order. This gap is known as lead time. After placing order, in how much time we can receive that order? 8 days. 8 days. That is the lead time. Okay. Next, also given number of working days in a year. Number of working days in a year. Please consider this condition. Otherwise, if not given means you can assume number of working days are 365 days as usual. But clearly he mentioned about number of working days. How many? 300 working days. What about other days? Maybe holidays. So consider this 300 days only. Otherwise take 365 days. If not given, consider 365. Okay. Next we have write down all the given data. Next, coming to the questions. Determine. There are some bits, 5 bits. First bit. What is first bit? Determine EOQ, economic order quantity. Everybody knows that EOQ formula. Q is equal to 2 into D into C naught as per our symbols by C into I in terms of high value C value given. That's why I am writing this formula. Substitute all the given values. So it becomes Q becomes, after substitution, you will get 2000 value. 2000. EOQ answer is 2000 units. Simply substitution. After substitution of all the values, you will get through 2000 units. Therefore, EOQ is 2000. Next, coming to the second bit. What is the second bit? Optimum number of orders per annum. Optimum number of orders, capital N. Remember this formula. N is equal to D by Q. D means annual demand. Each time we are ordering Q quantity. Therefore, number of orders is equal to D by Q. Simply substitute. We know that D is equal to 9000 divided by Q means 2000. Therefore 9 by 2, 4.5 orders, approximately 5 orders. 5 orders in a year. This is the second question. Next, coming to the third question, third bit, total variable cost. What do you mean by total variable cost? Inventory cost is nothing but the total variable cost. Total material cost is the fixed cost. Therefore, as per our symbols, this comes under third question. Total variable cost means minimum inventory cost. C minimum. That means there are two types of inventory costs. First one is the total carrying cost, second one is total ordering cost. Total carrying cost is Q by 2 into CC plus total ordering cost is the D by Q into C naught. Every value is known to us. Q value is known, CC value known, D value known, Q value, C naught value is known. So after substitution of all the data, you will get C minimum is equal to rupees 360 per annum. So this is the answer. 360 is the answer. This is the third question. Next, coming to the fourth bit, reorder level. In shortcut, I can call it as ROL, reorder level. Remember this formula, ROL formula, reorder level is equal to safety stock SS plus demand during lead time, represented by symbol D suffix LT. D suffix LT is nothing but the demand during lead time. Then, what do you mean by demand during lead time? Demand during lead time is equal to consumption per day, into lead time, represented in days. This is the blind formula. Here lead time is given as 8 days. So in days he given data. First calculate consumption per day. How to calculate consumption per day? First, we know the annual demand. How much? Annual demand is equal to 9,000 units. Therefore, 9,000 is the annual demand. But what are the number of working days? 300 days are the working days. Therefore, 9,000 divided by 300 is nothing but the consumption per day. Already told, here item is consumed uniformly over the year. That's why consumption per day is equal to 9,000 divided by 300 into lead time represented in days. That is 8 days. 8 days. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. 30 times 3 8s 2 4 0. So therefore DLT, that means demand during lead time, is equal to 240 units. Here safety stock value is not given in the problem. He didn't mention about safety stock. So in this case, safety stock is considered as 0 units, 0. Therefore, ROL is equal to safety stock is 0 plus demand during lead time is 240 units. Therefore, 240 items. ROL is equal to 240 items. This is the answer. And the last bit, fifth bit, length of the inventory cycle. What do you mean by length of inventory cycle? Length of inventory cycle means time between the orders. Time between the orders. Represented by the symbol small t. Small t is equal to Q by D. Q by D. Here we know the value of Q 200 2000 divided by D means demand, annual demand, 9000. Now you can tell what is the unit of time T. This is an important point. What is the unit of T? In this case, Q is represented in units. T is represented in number of units per year. Therefore, this unit becomes years. So, after cancellation of zeros, becomes 2 by 9 year. 2 by 9 years means days. In terms of days, you can express. We know that number of working days is equal to 300 days. Therefore, 2 by 9 therefore fifth bit T is equal to 2 by 9 years. We can express in days. 2 by 9 into, in a year how many days, working days? 300 days. 300. It becomes 600 divided by 9. 236 by 9. It becomes 66.6666 like that. So approximately 67 days. 67 days. The time between the orders is 67 days. Okay, did you understand? Next, coming to the sixth problem. A company uses 8,000 units of a product per year. From this statement, we can observe that annual consumption of a company is given as 8,000 units. So, first write down the given data. Capital D, annual consumption or annual requirement is given, that is equal to 8,000 units per year. Okay. Next, move to the next sentence. Costing rupees 10 per unit. That means cost per unit is also given as 10 rupees. 10 per unit. Next, read the next sentence. The administrative costs per purchase are 40 rupees. Administrative cost means you can assume it as ordering cost. Order, because CO is missed. CO is equal to 40 rupees per order. Each time order cost is same. Next, the holding costs are 28% of the unit price of the product. Means I value is given as 28%. 28 by 100, 0.28. Okay. The company is following EOQ purchase policy. Okay, first of all, calculate EOQ, because company is following EOQ policy, is represented by the Q star, optimum ordering quantity. We know the formula, 2 into D into C naught divided by C into I. C into I. Substitute all the given values. We know the D value, C naught value, C value, I value. Everything we know. Therefore, it becomes Q star becomes Therefore Q star becomes 478 units. 478 units. Q star becomes 478 units. Next, read some more information. Next sentence. The company is offered a discount of 1% if the total requirement is purchased in 4 times in a year only. Should the offer be accepted? That means finally he is asking, should you accept the offer or not? For that, for taking some decision, that decision, first of all, calculate total cost in both the cases. When the EOQ is followed, what is the value of total cost? Total cost. First calculate total cost. Everybody knows that total cost formula. C into D plus Q by 2 into CC. CC is nothing but the C into I plus total operating cost. D by Q into C naught. So this is the total cost formula. In place of Q, substitute Q star. Star indicates optimum. So every value we know. Finally, you will get total cost. It becomes 81,340. 81,340. This is the total cost involved when EOQ is followed. Okay. So in case A is related to when EOQ is followed. This is the total cost involved. Next, when EOQ, when case B, in case B, when discount price is offered, when discount is offered, what is the value of total cost? Ultimately, we are going to calculate total cost when discount is offered. That is the aim of this problem. So for this, how much percentage is going to give? That means 1% discount. So in this second case, that means case B, cost price changes, cost per unit changes. This change in cost is nothing but the C dash. Let us assume C dash is equal to 1% discount, means 100 minus 1. Discount means minus 100 minus 1 into 99% by 100 into original cost of the price. Original cost is equal to actual cost, C. Therefore 99 by 100 into C. We already know that C value is given as 10 rupees. 10 rupees. 0 0 cancel. It becomes rupees 9.9. 1% discount means how much cost? 9.9 rupees. 9 rupees 90 paise. So this is the discount price. So at this cost, what is the total cost involved? In this case, first of all, write total cost formula. In this case, total cost is assumed as TC dash. TC dash is equal to C dash into D plus D by Q into C naught plus Q by 2 into C into I. This is the total cost formula. Total cost formula. So substitute all the given values. C dash is equal to 9.9. D means how much? 8,000 plus D by Q. D by Q, what do you mean by D by Q? D by Q is nothing but the number of orders placed in a year. Symbolically we can represent it as N. N. Here what is the value of N in second case? Observe clearly the given question. The given question, if the total requirement is purchased in 4 times in a year only, that means N value is equal to 4. In place of D by Q, simply substitute 4 into C naught as usual 40 plus Q by 2. Q means 478. In earlier case, we have calculated Q value. So Q by 2 means 478 divided by 2 into C into I. C means, C dash in place of C, write C dash. 9.9 into I means how much? 0.28. 0.28. It becomes 82,132 rupees. 82,132 rupees. So finally what we conclude? In first case, that means case A, when EOQ is followed, the total cost obtained is 81,340. Okay. Next, case B. Case B means when discount is offered at 1% of the cost price. In this case, what is the total cost? TC dash 82,132. This cost is more. Therefore, from these two costs, because TC dash is more than TC, therefore the discount offer is not accepted. This is the final conclusion, because in discount case total cost is more. At EOQ level total cost is less. Therefore final conclusion is the discount offer is not accepted. Okay. Next, coming to the seventh problem. This is a problem based on price breaks. Read the given question. Find the optimum economic ordering quantity for a product having the following characteristics. Write down the given data. Annual demand, given data, put heading given data. Annual demand is given as capital D, 3,600 units per year. Ordering cost is C naught, 50 rupees per order. Same ordering cost is same in every order. That is the assumption. Cost of storage in terms of percentage given. So blindly you can assume this value as I value. 20% of the unit. 20% means 0.2. I value is given as 20%. 20% means 20 by 100. 0.2. So next, price break is given. What do you mean by price break? If the quantity Q1 lies between 0 and less than 100, that means if we purchase between 0 to 99, what is the cost price? 20 rupees. 20 rupees per unit. Suppose if the quantity exceeds 99, that means 100 minimum or more than 100, this is the second quantity range, then the cost price is 18 rupees. Price is reduced. If you purchase more quantity means definitely you will get some discounts, known as quantity discounts. Therefore, write down that step also. Quantity represented in units. Similarly, cost price represented in rupees. Okay. If the quantity range is 0 to, don't confuse, quantity range is in the given question mentioned clearly less than or equal to 100. That is whole printing mistake. There is some printing mistake. Less than 100, not less than or equal to. Okay, you can note down. Here quantity is 0 less than or equal to Q1 less than 100, not equal to, not equal to. So this is the right way. There is some printing mistake. So if the quantity lies between 0 and 99, cost price is, let us assume, symbolically we can assume C1 is equal to 20 rupees. Okay. Now in second case, if the quantity, this is Q1, this is quantity Q2, range is minimum is 100 units or more than 100. In mathematics we can also write like this: Q2 is greater than or equal to 100. Both gives the same meaning. 100 is less than or equal to Q2 is same as that of Q2 is greater than or equal to 100. Both are same, gives same meaning. In this case, in this situation, cost price C2 is equal to 18 rupees. Price reduced. This is nothing but the quantity discounts. Okay, need to understand the given data. Okay, next, Here price break happens. Price break. Quantity break, not price break, quantity break. Where is the quantity break? 100 is the quantity break. Let us assume, let B means what? B means break quantity. Break quantity. What is that break quantity? From the given question, we can observe that 100 units. At 100 units, price breaks happen. Okay, let us assume some symbol. Next, in quantity discounts problems, every problem is same, similar process. This is a single price break. Single price break. Okay, first what we are going to calculate. First of all, you can start from lowest cost price to the highest cost price. Lowest to the highest, not from the highest to the lowest. When all units are purchased, assume when all units are purchased, in this case cost price is low. Every time, in every problem, cost price is low. If the quantity increases, means cost price is low. Whether it may be a single price break or a 2 price break or 3 price break or multiple price breaks. Okay? Every problem is same. Therefore, step 1. When all units are purchased, calculate economic ordering quantity. Optimum economic order quantity. Star indicates optimum. So this quantity is Q2 star. Q2 star is equal to, blindly you can write the formula. What is that formula? 2 into D into C naught divided by, in terms of 5 values you can write. Here C into I. In place of C, write C2. C2 into I. This is under square root. Calculate this value. We need this value. Q2 star. How much? After substitution of all the given values, you will get 316.23 approximately. 316 units. Okay. This is Q2 star. Q2 star is 316.23 units. Now observe. This obtained value, that means Q2 star, lies within the range or not. Check. Observe here. Come here. Look at this point. Q2 star range is more than 100 or equal to 100. But here, how much value we got? 316.23, more than 100. Our obtained Q2 star value is more than 100. Therefore, write one sentence. Q2 star lies within the range. Given range. Therefore, no need to go to the step 2. What do you mean by step 2? Step 2 means, if Q2 not, for example, if Q2 star is not lies within the range, that means Q2 star may be 99. Then go to the next step. That means step 2. In step 2, what we are going to do? Consider another price, another highest price. That means another highest price is 20 rupees. By using this price, again calculate Q1 star. You can change C1 in place of C2, C1. You will get another value. That is the step 2. In this problem, there is no need to go to the step 2 because Q2 star lies within the range. arrange. Therefore, calculate total cost at Q2 star. How much? So for the satisfied quantity, calculate the total cost. That's all. TC Q2 star is equal to, I am going to write formula. Now you can substitute given values and get the answer. TC Q2 star is equal to C into D, actually C into D. Here Q2 range is this range. This price, corresponding price is known as C2. Therefore, substitute C2 in place of C, substitute C2. Demand CD plus Q by 2. Here Q means Q2 star. In place of Q, write Q2 star into CC. CC means C into I. Okay. Here C into I. Which C? Which cost? Because this 316.23 range is 18 rupees. So 18 means C2 into I means same. I is same. Okay, this is the carrying cost. Third cost is the ordering cost. Ordering cost means D by Q. In place of Q, substitute Q2 star into, this is the number of orders, into C0. Now you can substitute all the given values, you will get answer. What is that answer? Rupees 65,938. This is the answer. Total cost at Q2 star is equal to 65,938. Okay. Next. Also calculate total cost at break quantity. B. So for satisfied quantity we have calculated total cost, that means TC at Q2 star. Similarly, also calculate total cost at break quantity. What is the break quantity? B is equal to 100. First I would like to write the formula. You can simply substitute the given values in that formula. So in similar fashion, C into D means C. Here break quantity. Where is break quantity? Here is the break quantity. 100 is the minimum in this range. Therefore, this price is known as C2. So C2 into D, same, plus in place of Q, substitute B, break quantity. Break. B by 2 into cost price is same. So this range goes to C2 into I. Okay. This is the carrying cost, total carrying cost plus total ordering cost. D by Q means in place of Q substitute B. D by B into C naught. C naught. So simply you can substitute all the given values. You will get answer. That answer I am giving. That is 66,780. 66,780 rupees. Now we are going to compare these two costs. These two costs. First, this is a TC Q2 star 65,938. This is the TCB break quantity 66,780. Compare these two costs. Which one is lowest? TCQ star is less than TCB. Write that statement. Recording. Now we are going to conclude this problem. That is, compare these two costs. TC Q2 star since Q2 star TC is Q2 star less than TC B, that means break quantity 100 units. Therefore, which one is lowest cost? At Q2 star quantity, TC is lowest. Therefore, optimum ordering quantity. This is the answer. Optimum ordering quantity. Usual notation is Q naught is equal to this quantity. That means Q2 star. What is the value of Q2 star? Already determined. That value is 316.23, approximately 316 units. This is the final answer. Therefore, optimum ordering quantity is equal to 316 units. Like this you can proceed. This is the problem on single price break. Similarly, same style, same steps you can follow and apply for the multi price breaks. In the next class, we are going to see multiple price breaks. That means 2 price breaks. Okay.